What's going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on, you guys? It's me, your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for a recap of the Boy Is Mine tour. What is going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing. What is going on? Now, I bet y'all can see it in my eyes. I've been asleep. Okay, I had a long day today. I definitely have. We've been doing confessionals all day today. I've been up literally since like 7:30. Didn't get home till about 3 hours ago. That's why I pushed this live back from 5 to 7 today. And I needed to get me a little bit of sleep, honey. I've been up all day, literally. So, but I was cute though. My confessional look was cute, and listen, it was cute. So that I did my first round of confessionals, honey. So let me tell y'all, it was a great experience. I really enjoyed doing it. Okay, like they're funny, they're straight to the point, and I look nice in my blue suit. Okay, and y'all know I love me a suit. Okay, y'all know I love to get me a little suit. So yes, honey, yes, we did. So yes, that was pretty much the gist of it. That's why I had to push this back to 7 o'clock, and yeah, we here. So I'm not even gonna wait till the 5 minute mark today. I'm just gonna go right ahead and get on into this video, y'all. Okay, because I'm already sleepy, still sleepy. I interrupted my nap for this. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Now, as a millennial, everybody knows that this tour was very important to a lot of us. And as a person that is a music connoisseur, as a person that loves everything R&B, as a person that lives for 90s R&B music, okay, this tour was very, very, very important. And this tour was right up my alley. Everybody knows that Monica is probably one of my top 5 favorite artists of all time. I love Brandy as well. And not to mention, the Boy Is Mine is probably one of my favorite songs of all time. And the thing is, when The Boy Is Mine came out, I was like 9 years old. This was 1998. I was 9 years old. I was in the fourth grade when the song first came out. And I remembered being such a fanatic of that record. And me being a 9-year-old little boy, which people should have known then that I was gonna be a little gay. Monica's part in The Boy's Mind was always my part. You see, I know that you maybe could be jealous of me, 'cause you're blind if you can't see that his love was all in me. It was something about Monica's parts in that song that made me love it so much. I don't know why, but her parts was always my favorite parts of the record. Always. Um, I had the Monica the Boys Mine album, okay? Like I had a lot of what let me see. I had the Boys Mine album by Monica. I had like the Brandy singles because I loved Always Doesn't Count. Like I had a whole lot of the Brandy and the Monicas of it all. Okay. And then if we want to get into like who else was on the tour, Kelly Rowland was my favorite voice in Destiny's Child. I know that when you think about Destiny's Child, you think about Beyonce, and everybody says that Beyonce was their favorite member. But for whatever reason, Kelly was always my favorite member. Kelly was my favorite voice in the group. Kelly's parts were always my favorite parts when her parts would come on in the Destiny's Child records. So I've always been a person that marched to the beat of their own drum. I always loved Kelly Rowland and always rooted for her actually. And then we have Maya, who was added to the list at the last minute due to Money Long having pneumonia. And let me tell y'all something. I've always felt like Maya was completely underrated. I've always felt that way. I've always felt like Maya was completely underrated. I was also in the fourth grade, 1998, when Maya first came out. I remember going to school, going to the fourth grade. Well, the summer of me going to the fourth grade was probably when her first single came out. It was like the end of the third grade, and we're going out for the summertime for the fourth grade. And that first song that she put out was It's All About Me featuring Cisco. Um Hey Bando. It was It's All About Me featuring Cisco from Drew Hill. And I remember being like 9 years old and just loving that song. I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about, but I love that song. Okay. And then she came out with her Fear of Flying album by the time I made it to sixth grade. And then I went to the night, by the time I made it to ninth grade, Mood Ring was coming out. And it's like after that, she kind of disappeared. I don't know what happened, but she kind of disappeared. Like she tried to come out by the time I graduated high school with Lock You Down with Lil Wayne. And then she had that riding song. And it was like Maya's career never was the same after that. But I always felt like Maya was slept on. And when I look at Carrie Hilson, and when I think of Carrie Hilson, sometimes I feel like the records that Carrie Hilson sung were songs that Maya was supposed to have. Could you see Maya doing Turning Me On? Could you see Maya doing Knock You Down? Couldn't you see Maya do Slow Dance? Couldn't you see Maya do Pretty Girl Rock? Couldn't you see Monica do Maya do like I could see Maya singing all those records, to be quite honest. Okay. I could have seen Maya doing all of them. And then those were the girls of my time. Now, I sit back and I was at the State Farm Arena in here in Atlanta, and I was saying to myself, what if Aaliyah was alive? Would she be on this tour with them? Could you imagine a tour with Brandy, Monica, Aaliyah, and Maya? Man, talking about jamming, talking about On Your Feet, talking about a tour that I would never ever miss. That would have been a great tour if all four of those girls was on that tour, for real. And I would have had Nicole Ray there to open up the show, because Nicole Ray came out in 98 too with Make It Hot with Missy Elliott. Come on, man. I would have been here for that tour. You know, sometimes I think about that all the time. Like, we needed a tour with our 90s R&B teenagers. Like, for real, we needed that. And I promise you, like, I was just sitting there just reliving my childhood the whole time I was there. And y'all know how much of a fan I am of music. Y'all know how much I embody music. Y'all know how important music really is to me. So me going to a tour like this, you know, I had to come back and do a recap about this tour. Y'all know it had to happen. So let's get started, y'all. Let's go ahead. Now, the opening act was Jamal Roberts. I think that's his name. That's the little boy. Well, that's the guy that won on American Idol. I think he was on American Idol, whatever singing competition show he was on. That's what he won at. And I know he's from Mississippi. I don't know not one song from that young whippersnapper. Don't know not one song. But what I will say is that he tore that stage up. I'm telling you, he tore it up. That boy can sing. He can't sing, he can sing. Okay, that's one thing that boy can do. And when I tell you, there's not too many male vocalists that's out today that could really sing like him. It's not. It's not too many male vocalists out there today that can sing better than him. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel. I really do feel like that boy really, really got it. Like, he can really sing. And I thoroughly enjoy his set. I thoroughly enjoyed his set. Like I said, I enjoyed it. Although I didn't know his music like that, I enjoyed it. For real, I really did. Like, I enjoyed it most definitely. And it just made me kind of interested in what he's going to do musically after all of this is done and over. You feel what I'm saying? So I was just like, okay, he seems to have it down pat. He seems to have his head on straight. He seems to know what he's going to do. And I think he performed like a little version of D'Angelo's How Does It Feel, which everybody started screaming for. And I'm just like, okay. So, you know, there's a lot of male singers that's not really getting no shine like that. You know what I mean? We don't really have that male star right now. You know, like we barely have a female star. Like we got female artists in R&B that's doing their thing. Like we got like Scissor, whom I don't listen to. We got Summer Walker, whom I don't listen to. We got Money Long, who irks me with her vocals. We got I guess you can consider Kalani an R&B artist. You got Kalani, who I don't never listen to ever a day in my life. Like you got a couple of girls, Victoria Monet. You got a couple of girls that's out there like actually doing their thing with R&B, but you don't really have many males out right now. Like you got Chris Brown, but then who else is there? We got Leon Thomas that's kind of bubbling. He got a little buzz with Mutt. That's been out for a little over a year, as far as I've been told, and I'm just now discovering that record. You got Lucky Day. You know, you got a couple of guys, but they're not making a lot of noise, like talking about, like they're not making the same noise that Usher made in his prime, or they're not making the same kind of noise that Genuine made in his prime, or they're not making the same kind of, like they're not. So, you know, like they're not making their presence known, to be honest. Or maybe it's because of the fact that I'm just so not in tune with today's music that I don't really know who they are, and I'm just not finding out about a lot of them. That could be what the problem is. But there's a lot of male R&B artists out right now that's not really getting a lot of shine. All I do know is that Leon Thomas is on his way up because he got Mutt. And I do think that that artist from Inglewood by the name of Sir, I think that he's a great artist. And I really hate that he doesn't get the shine that he deserves. And there's another artist out of Louisiana by the name of Jamar Jackson. The first time I heard of him was when he opened for K. Michelle for her concert back in 2018. His name was Jamar Jackson. Y'all need to go look him up. Damar Jackson. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in the comments. His name was Damar Jackson. I felt like he was gonna be the next Trey Songz, but he sounded better than him. And one of my favorite songs by him is Yes You Do, Believe, and Morning After Sex. Like, and he looks good. So that's a plus. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the next person that was on the tour, and that was Maya. Very excited about Maya being on this tour. I got to see Maya for the first time when she toured with Escape and SWV for the Queens of R&B tour. And I must say that Maya has always been one of my faves. And when I saw her on this stage, I said, I don't give a damn if she was the last one listed on this tour. She gonna make some shit shake. She gonna get it popping out here. And that's exactly what the fuck she did. She got it popping out here. Couldn't nobody tell her nothing, couldn't nobody make her know anything. She got it popping out here. Okay. Like she made that stage her own. She danced her ass off. She sang her ass off. So what I will say is she performed one of my favorite songs, but it wasn't the original version. She performed the remix of it. And I'm talking about Best of Me. You know, the song that she did with Jadakiss for Fear of Flying. She was like, oh no, I can't let you get the best of me, even though she performed the remix. She your lips telling me it's a yes. Why you kissing all on my neck? Making me feel so. Should I stay? Should I go? I don't know. That was my song, okay? She performed like I never really appreciated the Best of Me remix with Jay-Z as much as I did when I was at the concert. Because I was just up in there jamming. She was like, wanna see when you put that thing on me, and I can't let you best of me. Like I was here for it, okay? Here for the shit. Love that song. Okay, so she started performing All About Me. And I just knew that Cisco was gonna come out and be like, girl, I wanna love you for life. So let's make tonight your night. Yeah. My arms are open wide. So let me come inside. Okay, love that song. That was probably one of her best songs, to be honest. And I think it's slept on. It's All About Me is slept on with Cisco, but I love that song. Up jumps my boy, nigga. What, nigga? Look at your eyes, looking at my thighs. So swing my body right to the left, left to right. You know that it's just time. Okay, I was tickled. That's my song though. Like, she was really getting the popping out there on that stage for real, like singing. But what I don't understand, because she didn't perform this at the SWV and Escape tour. Why doesn't Maya ever perform My First Night with You? Is it just it's because it's one of those songs that a lot of people probably don't remember like that? Like, you know how a lot of artists be having these records, and sometimes the people don't be remembering said records sometimes because it's been so long ago since it came out. So is that the reason why she never performs that song? Because that's one of her best songs vocally. So I don't know why she never performs it. One precious moment changed my life. One tender kiss made everything right. Okay. Okay. So, love that record, love that song. I don't know why she never performs that, but she needs to show it a little bit more love, okay? Then she performed Case of the X, okay? Now, everybody knows that Case of the X is like one of them bangers. It's one of them Maya bangers, okay? It's one of the Maya songs that you cannot go to a concert without playing it. You can't go to a concert without hearing it. You can't go to you can't play no Maya mix without hearing Case of the X. Like, it makes me, every time I hear Case of the X, it made me think about the sand. It made me thinking about the six in my hand. It made me think about doing them dances. It just made me think about everything. That's straight up sixth grade year right there. Like, I mean, damn, what you gonna do when you can't say no? When the feelings start to show, boy, I really need to know. And how you gonna act? How you gonna handle that? What you gonna do when she wants you back? I'm like, yes, Maya, let's get it popping. Okay. Um, Now some of these other songs that she performed, these are songs off of her more recent albums that I haven't heard yet. And I know that Maya Steele's put out music, but I always miss those records. But I recall one of them records being one of her more newer records that she's put out. And I never really just listened to them songs like that, but she made me feel like I knew them. That's how much she commanded the stage. Okay, that's how much she commanded the stage for real. Excuse me. So it was cool. Like, I really enjoyed that. Like, I definitely enjoyed that down. Okay, like for real. She commanded the stage just that fucking much. Okay, making me feel like I knew songs that I didn't even know. Okay, and that's just for real. So then where we go? Where we at? So then she performs Moving On. You know the song with Silk the Shocker. A lot of people kind of associate that as her first single, but I guess because it was bigger than It's All About You. She was like, whose drawers are these? You know I wear a size 4. And you say you spent no, and you say that you've been faithful. Who was at your window? Come on, y'all. You ain't got no money. Okay, come on, Maya. Come on. And your stroke ain't stroking no more. So I've been sleeping all alone. If you know what I mean, I'm moving on. Come on, Maya. You better sing it, girl. Even though I'm thinking I'm Maya right now, but that's my song. Do you hear me? That's my song. That's my song. All right. Um, she sang that down. She sang Moving On down. Okay, like for real, for real. Then she started performing one of my favorite songs by her, and that is My Love Is Like Whoa. Bitch, Missy Elliott wrote that shit the fuck down. I feel like when it all boils down to it, My Love Is Like Whoa should have been way bigger than what it was. It should have been way bigger. Like, I love that song. What kind of girl you like? I know my looks can be deceiving. Tell me, am I your type? My main goal is to please you. Come on, Maya. Come on, Maya. Come on, Maya. That song just make me feel sexy as a motherfucker. It just make me feel like my love is like whoa. My kiss is like whoa. My touch is like whoa. My sex is like whoa, because I know it is. My ass is like whoa, because I know it is. My body's like whoa, and you're kissing it. So what you think of it? Like, bitch. And remember that video? She was tap dancing in that video. Like, girl, she was doing her thing. Like, she was doing her thing. So it is what it is. I love that song. Like, I love it. I love that record. Love that song. Okay. So I was here for it. I was here for it. I've always been here for my lovers like wow. But another song that she performed that is also severely underrated is Falling. One of my favorite Maya songs as well. Falling is one of my favorite songs, but it's always falling under the radar. It always falls under the radar. You know what I mean? But I've always liked that song. But for whatever reason, sometimes I feel like it shouldn't have been a single. But in the same point, I'm like, it should have been a single because it was just that good. But it's like radio really didn't pick up on it like that. Okay. Because see, Bando swore up and down I did not speak to him when he first came up in his live. Now y'all heard me blow this man kisses and speak to him in this live. Now he should know now that I spoke to him in this live while he up in here trolling me. But once again, hey Bando. But however, she performed Riding. I mean, not Riding, Falling. That's one of my favorite records by her. But then, oh, wait. Let me tell y'all before we get started. The reason why Bando thought I didn't speak to him just now is because I did another video the other day. It was a premiere video, and he was up in here just talking and speaking his ass off, and nobody said nothing, and he didn't realize that was a premiere and not an actual live. So he coming up in here trying to make sure I see him, and he thought that I didn't see him this time because of the last time, but I see him this time. Just didn't see him last time because it was a pre-recorded video and not a live. So yes, I see you this time, Bando. But yes, Fallen was on the radio, but it just flopped. Like it wasn't one of her big records. And if you notice, she didn't have another single to come out off a Mood Ring after Fallen. So Fallen was a great record. But another song that she performed that's severely underrated by her is Riding. I'm glad that she shows that song love because she showed that song love at the SWV concert. But another song that I did not see Maya perform because she didn't perform it at the Escape Tour was Free. Free is a banger. Why she don't ever perform that? Like, that's one of my favorite songs by Maya. It's Free. And guess what, y'all? Jamar had never heard of that song until recently. This past Thanksgiving, Jamar was in a car going to Alabama, and that song just popped up on Apple Music, and he texted me saying, have you ever heard this song? I'm like, bitch, yes. That song came out in like 2001. How the fuck you don't know Free? Man, come on now. So I love Free. Love Free. That's one of my favorite songs by Maya. However, I'm trying to make sure I did not forget any other record that Maya performed. I don't think I have. She closed her set with Lady Marmalade. She closed her set with that, which I kind of figured she was going to close it with the Moulin Rouge. I kind of figured that because that's her biggest record. So she closed it with Lady Marmalade, and she did what she needed to do with that Lady Marmalade closeout. She did it. So then after Maya came Kelly Rowland. Now, this is where some of y'all probably going to be a little bit disappointed in what I'm about to say. But Kelly Rowland was probably the weakest Friday night. She was probably the weakest. I didn't enjoy Kelly Rowland's set that much. First of all, I think that Kelly has a catalog where she can sing. She has a catalog where she can sing a lot of her own records versus singing a bunch of Destiny's Child records. And the only Destiny's Child record that I need to hear her sing is Bad Habit. That's the only Destiny's Child record I need to hear her sing. Just like with Beyonce, the only Destiny's Child record I need to hear her sing is Dangerously in Love. That's the only one I need to hear them sing. So Kelly opened up her set with Motivation. Motivation is probably my favorite Kelly song of all time is Motivation. That's my favorite song. So then after Motivation, she started performing Ice, which I was very surprised that she did Ice. But great song overall. I was happy she did Ice. After she did Ice, she did, Kisses Down Low. She did that, which I was very, very surprised that I'm not really surprised that she did Kisses Down Low. She should have did Kisses Down Low, actually. So she did Kisses Down Low. She did Red Wine. That was another record. She did Red Wine. What else? What other song? And I think after that, she kind of did Like This with Eve. And then after she did Like This with Eve, she kind of simmered down just a little bit. So I want to say she sang one of her features, which she did, the one with Fantasia, the Without Me. She did that. But I really felt like she should have really went into her features bag for real. Like she should have went in and she had she should have performed like just like she performed Without Me. She should have went into her Boo Thang bag, which she didn't. She should have went into her We Don't Want to Never End bag, which she didn't. She could have went into her Representing bag, which she didn't. Okay, she had all these damn features that she did not go into her feature bag with. The only feature that she did was Without Me. And I'm like, girl. Then she went into a segment where she did a bunch of these Destiny's Child songs. Like she started off with Bad Habit, like I said, which is fine. Sing that. But then she started singing her verses to Cater to You, which she was fucking up the words on it. Then she started singing like Say My Name. Then she started singing, what's the other Destiny's Child? She did Bootylicious. And what was the other one? I don't know what the other one was, but she did a couple of Destiny's Child songs. Now, thank you for reminding me. She did the Trina feature too. So the only two features that she did was the Trina and Kelly, and she also did the Fantasia, Missy, and and Kelly Without Me, and she did Independent Woman. Shit, I didn't want to hear. I didn't want to hear no Destiny's Child record. And then she closed the set with Dilemma. My thing is, girl, why you didn't sing Dirty Laundry? Why you didn't sing Down on Love? I would have even wanted to hear you sing Stole, to be honest. Like, I would have loved to hear you sing Stole. There's a Sandy and Princeton and Marilyn Monroe. To the fingers in the imprints and Miss Chinese Theater Show. She could have been a movie star, never had the chance to go that far. Her life was stole. Oh, now I never know. I would have preferred her sing Stole. I would prefer her sing Can't Nobody. Oh no, can't nobody do it like me. Oh no, can't nobody love you like me. Oh no, can't nobody do it like me. Okay, like I would have loved to hear her sing Can't Nobody. At least I don't remember her singing Can't Nobody on stage. I don't remember her singing Can't Nobody. It's a lot of ways she even could have went into her damn dance bag for a second. Like she could have did a whole segment of Forever. She could have did Forever in a Day, Commander. She could have did a whole medley of her dance records as well. I'm just like, Kelly, what are you doing? Like, this is your chance to really show that you can give your all on a tour like this. And you didn't really give me much. So it's just like, ugh. I was kind of glad she got her ass off the stage, to be quite honest. I was just so disappointed in her set because I was really rooting for her. And I actually like Kelly Rowland, and I actually like her music, her solo music on her own. but I just wasn't with it. Like I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it now. I wasn't feeling her. She was the weakest one out of everybody. But we get to the grand finale, and that's Brandy and Monica. I was so happy to see them on stage together. And one thing about them, they really came out and they did their thing. The production was on point. The wigs was on point, which is very important. The clothes was on point. It was all on point. I was so glad to see them come out. Now, they performed so many records. I want to make sure I remember all these records that they did. I don't remember what they came out to because I was just so engulfed into it. But Brandy performed. Of course she did. I Want to Be Down. She did Baby. She did Best Friend. She did Broken Hearted. She did I Thought. She did He Is. She did Angel in the Skies. When everybody heard, and I love you, baby, everybody started screaming. The whole damn building started screaming when she did Angel in the Skies. And that's my favorite song by Brandy. I love Angel in the Skies, okay? She did What About Us? She did Full Moon. She did Put That on Everything. One thing about Brandy, she's gonna go into that damn deep cuts bag. She did Put That on Everything. She did Aphrodisiac. If I'm not mistaken, she did Talk About Our Love. She did a little bit of Right Here to Party, which I was so happy that she did. Oh my God, I was happy that she did Right Here to Party. I promise you I was, because I thought she was gonna really make it seem like that show, that song doesn't because she makes it seem like anything from Human doesn't exist. So I was so happy that she did Right Here to Party. Okay. She also did Almost Doesn't Count. Of course she did that. She did Have You Ever? Of course. Let me see. Because they did a lot of songs. She did Sitting Up in My Room. She did Though I'm Missing You. She did that. The only thing, because I see a couple of y'all asking if she did Without You. The only song that she did off the 211 album was Put It Down. That's the only one she did. I would have loved to hear her do Without You, and I would have loved to hear her do Wildest Dreams. But the only record that she did off the 211 album was basically, Put It Down. That's the only song that she did. So yes, that's what she did for that. But now that I remember, they came out to What About Us. Now that I remember. So yes, absolutely. She absolutely did come out to What About Us. And that was the best way to come out. That's the best song to come out to was What About Us. So Monica, I was pleasantly surprised with her set. This motherfucker did Street Sympathy. When I heard them damn violins and shit, I was here for it. Do you hear me? I was here for it. I was fucking here for the shit. I was here for it. When I tell you, when I heard her say, there's something that I wanna say, I feel a little out of place, but I need you to make that change. You promise. I was so happy to hear her sing Street Sympathy because that song gets slept on all the time. I was here when she performed that song. Not here. I was here when she sung Street Sympathy. Okay? My favorite song. My favorite song. If I can't get them out the streets, then you don't need to be with me. Okay? Do you love me like you say? Well, maybe you could get away from the life of doing the wrong things. You promise. Come on. Okay. Monica did Knock Knock, Bitch. Oh my God, I used to be so gone. You were someone I could lean on, my life support system, and I thought I couldn't breathe. When you used to leave, yep. I see you put your gleam on, big chains, gold teeth, and your gleam on. All night wanna be gone. Wanna tell me stay home like I got a ring on. Now you say I'm not your wife, right? Right. So why should I be chilling? Good night, good night. Now pack up my things for a flight. I got a place and it's fixed up nice. So don't come knocking at my door. I got company coming around for. So whoa, whoa. I don't want you calling me no more. Love knock knock. Okay. So she did knock knock. Of course, she did her every time the beat drops, and she did the I'm So ATL stuff. And in the midst of her doing that, she brought out JD and Ludacris. And they came out and did Welcome to Atlanta. And you know, the whole crowd went crazy when they did Welcome to Atlanta. So then, as you know, she did You Should Have Known Better. She did Like This and Like That. She did Don't Take It Personal. Like This and Like That is a slept on bop in my opinion. It's just I want you and I feel the same. We are to be sure I know by now if we can prove our love. Oh my God. But Like This and Like That is an underrated bop, baby. It is. Okay, so she did those. Of course she did So Gone. I don't know why y'all even asked me that. Y'all know she cannot do a show without doing So Gone, because she definitely did So Gone. And when she did So Gone, she brought out Missy Elliott, which made us all go crazy. She did Missy Elliott. She brought out Missy Elliott. When Missy Elliott tiptoed her ass out there, we were all screaming for our lives when she came out there. Not to mention Monica brought out Tank, and I almost forgot that Kelly Rowland brought out Summer Walker, which I don't know why. I would have been fine with her bringing out somebody like 7th Street or something, but I don't give a fuck about Summer Walker. But yes, Tank came out. Kirk Franklin and Tamika Perry was there. I saw them when I from my seat. I saw them there. What else did Monica sing? Because Monica sang quite a bit. Monica did Before You Walk Out of My Life. Monica did my favorite song, Why I Love You So Much. That is my favorite song, okay? You don't never say I'm too young. Thank you, baby. I've been around enough to know just what I want. You don't move too fast or make me rush. No, one day we're gonna talk about making love, no doubt. Baby, when the time is right. Yes. Okay. Why I Love You So Much is probably my favorite Monica record of all time. Okay. Now, I did notice that she did not do everything to me. I wonder why she didn't do everything to me, but she didn't. She did not do everything to me, but she did do Love All Over Me. She definitely did Love All Over Me. Did they start on time? Abso-fucking-lutely. That's one thing I can appreciate about this concert. They started on time and they ended on time. They started on time, so that's one thing I can say. But yeah, she did do Love All Over Me. She did The First Night. She did Angel of Mine. She did For You I Will, of course. And then she had some snippets of certain records like With You, for example. That's the song that everybody want her to sing. I love kicking it with you, me and you, getting it on. So baby, slide a tape in, boy, you know, to play our song, chilling right into the music. Lay back low when I'm with you. When I'm with you, oh, baby, yeah. What else did Monica sing? She did Trust with Keisha Cole. She did that. And Keisha Cole was at the concert. I wonder why Keisha Cole didn't come on the stage and sing Trust with her, because she was definitely at the concert. Because Monica got a catalog to die for, honey. She definitely do, and I don't know why people like to sleep on her. It was also a snippet of them playing A Dozen Roses. Boy, you remind me of my Gucci shoes. Every time you walk past, all the girls be looking at you. Come on. You got style just like a Bentley do. Say what? Say what? And I be losing my mind every time I get next to you. I think I'm falling in love with you, baby. Caught up in something that's moving so fast. Never been with nobody else. You and I tighter than a jeans on my ass. My song. Then we heard some snippets of Just Right for Me. We heard those. Um, Let me see. Because she had some snippets of certain songs that she didn't perform. There was a snippet of I could have sworn there was a snippet of Until It's Gone. I wish she would have performed Until It's Gone, because she never performs Until It's Gone, and she never performs Anything to Find You. And those are some of my favorite songs. And we heard snippets of Commitment, which I was so surprised to hear the audience singing along to that, because I be thinking don't nobody care about Commitment. But Monica had a good set. And of course, y'all know that they closed the show out with The Boy Is Mine. You know they did. They closed the show out with The Boy Is Mine. And I gotta remember that Ray J was there. Ray J was Ray J came up. I forgot what song Brandy was singing, but Ray J popped up and they hugged each other. So ATL, we shut it down, honey. The ATL show was amazing, which I did not expect anything any less from ATL. I knew we was gonna show up and show out, and it was a full house. There was no seat available nowhere. Okay, no seat was available anywhere. So everybody showed up and showed out and did they thug thizzle. So all in all, regardless of what I said about Kelly's set, because I really didn't enjoy her set like that. If you want a show with good music, good singing, and you're going to have a good time, go to the Boys Mind Tour. Go. I really want y'all to go. Like, for real. I need for y'all to go. That was the show of a lifetime. And this is coming from a person that's a huge fan of both Brandy and Monica. Y'all need to go to that tour. Go to that tour. Fuck the whole I'm Team Brandon. No, I'm Team Monica. No, go to the show. Go. Do you hear me? I enjoyed that. I was on my feet the whole time until the very end. That's when I started getting sick. But I loved the show overall. It was amazing. I'm already thinking about whether or not I'm going to go again when they come back down here in next month. And I think they're coming. If they don't come that weekend and I'm going to Houston, then I'm going. But other than that, yes, I really do. I love that show. I love that concert, y'all. Do you hear me? I enjoyed that immensely. I did. I enjoyed the concert. It was everything and more. So y'all, go to the concert. I enjoyed Monica. I enjoyed Brandy. I enjoyed Maya. I enjoyed Jamal. Everybody was on their due deals. Loved it. So it's a concert worth your money. I promise you it is. Now, the next concert I'm going to go to, I'm not sure, but I did see they was promoting the fuck out this concert during the show. And the concert is the one with New Edition, Boyz II Men, and Toni Braxton. I just might go to that. I'm thinking about going. I might go. I'm thinking about going because I love Toni. I love New Edition. And I like Boyz II Men. So I might go. And I might just come back and do a music review or do a recap on the concert. Because, as I'm kind of slowly getting into the music of it all with my content, I think that when I go to concerts, I should come back and do a recap of the concert every time and tell y'all my honest thoughts and opinions about the concert and stuff like that. That was the reason why I wanted to do a versus review, but I had to film. So I missed out on that versus. But when stuff like this happens, I have to do lives if I want to continue to be the music connoisseur that I am, and it's going to reflect come next year when I start doing a lot of music stuff. So yes, this is me getting to my music bag, honey. Next year we're going overdrive into the music bag. So hopefully you guys watch my music reviews. I'm going to do album reviews. I'm going to do documentary videos on certain artists or documentary type videos on certain albums. I'm going to do all that next year. So please support, because I'm pivoting a little bit. I'm going to keep on giving y'all the recaps that y'all love, the reality recaps, and I'm gonna keep giving y'all the tea. But I also want to get you guys into my world, which is music. I love music. Music is I embody that music shit. Music is everything to me. And if I want to do my channel and keep growing, I want to get into things that I want to talk about. And I've been screaming about doing music content for 2 years now, and I'm really gonna do it for real this time. So be on the lookout for my music reviews and everything dealing with all my music content, which I will probably see every weekend. Okay. So that's pretty much what it is. Yes, and they did do the Whitney tribute. I almost forgot about that. They did the I Want to Dance with Somebody. They did that too. I totally almost forgot about that. Almost. So so yes. Oh, so I'm about to go ahead and get up off here because y'all know Potomac is coming on. And yeah, so I gotta get up off of here so I can watch Potomac. But I hope you guys if they bring back Unsung, will you review that? I tried to review Unsung, but nobody watched the reviews. But once again, this is just gonna be me ignoring the numbers part about it and just keep pushing the content out instead of worrying about numbers. Because I'm probably gonna do Unsung. Depending on who it is, I'm gonna do Unsung. But with that being said, y'all, we out of here. Until the next video, I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.
Things I wanna do to you. All the love you try to hide. Deep in between those thighs. Ain't too proud to beg for what I want. Ain't too proud to beg for what I need. If it's good loving that you want, you can get it all from me. Ain't too proud to beg for what I want. Ain't too proud to beg for